Hello dear students, today our topic is communication. Okay, what do we understand by communication, children? Okay, this is the fourth element of directing. Communication is what? It is the fourth element of directing. Okay, it is required, okay, in directing it is required for a manager to communicate. What is communication, children? It simply means sending and receiving of messages. Okay, sending and receiving of messages means communication. Okay, it is very important, children, in a company. Whenever we talk about a manager giving directions to its employees, like this is a manager, and if he is giving directions to its employees, okay, he can only give directions, or he can guide his employees, okay, with the help of what? Communication. It is important that he should have some business idea or message, and that message, what he has to do is he has to send it to his employees or subordinates. Okay, whenever the messages have been sent by the manager to his subordinates, okay, then only the subordinates, they receive the message and they come to know what has to be done in the department. Okay, say communication, children, is very important. Okay, whether it is say in schools, in colleges, in hospitals, in the house itself, it is really important that there should be communication. There should be talks, frequent talks going on between a father and a child, a mother and her children, then all the family members. Communication is important. You know why? Because with the help of communication only, there is exchange of ideas. There is what? Exchange of ideas that is taking place. Okay, and whenever there is exchange taking place, okay, there is, say, nothing that is being hidden. Everything is clear, and there is no, something like a feeling coming in the mind of a person that I am doing wrong or he is doing wrong. Okay, because of communication, if we communicate, if we talk to each other, we can share our ideas, we can discuss our ideas, we can take the advice, we can seek the help of others in terms of decision. Okay, so it is a must. The places where we see there is communication gap, children, if we see the places, okay, there is communication gap where the people do not interact, where the people do not talk, okay, where there is no sending and receiving of messages, then automatically it leads to problems. Now, if there is no communication, or if there is communication gap in a company, like I have taught you the concept of scalar chain in chapter number 2. Okay, what we have studied there, children, is there is a lot of communication gap, because whenever A passes the message, it goes to B, and then B passes it to D. Okay, it takes time period for the message to actually go to D. Even in the different levels, we see that the top level, they pass it to the middle, and the middle level pass it to the bottom level. Okay, so there also what we see, there is a communication gap. What actually is communication gap, children? When it takes time for the message actually to reach to the person. Okay, when whatever time is being taken for the message to actually reach to the person. Over here in this case is D. Here we have these three people. It takes time for the message to transmit from one place to another. Here also from the top level, message will go to middle level, and middle will pass on to the bottom level. So it will always be very much time consuming because of too many number of people in the we can say department. Okay, now it is said that for the message to be communicated, children, there are various ways. Now, whenever we communicate the message, there is also something very common that is being seen is the problem of the media that we are using. Okay, we know that for communicating, say if in a company, agar ye school ki baat ho rahi hai, to principal can come directly and can communicate with the teachers. He can talk if the teachers are available, right? If the teacher suppose is absent and principal wants to communicate something very important, children, how will the principal communicate this? Yes, anyone? Any idea? Simply he will give a phone call. Suppose if principal is giving a phone call, okay, if he is giving a phone call. Now in the process of communication, children, we need two people, okay, like a sender and a receiver. Who is a sender, children? A person who wants to communicate, a person who communicates, yeah, a person who has any idea or message. Okay, the person who has any idea or message and who wants to communicate that idea or message. Now, this idea or message can only be communicated to a receiver. Okay, there is a receiver on the other end. Who is a receiver? The person who will receive the message. Okay, the person who receives the message or the idea. Okay, he receives the message or the idea from the sender. Now, whenever the sender is sending the message, children, sender has to use some form or way by which he can send the message. He has the message or an idea that he wants to communicate to the receiver. Now, when he is communicating this, he may use some source of what? Media. He may use some source of media means he may use, say, it can be WhatsApp, it can be a text message, it can be, say, through Facebook, it can be Twitter, it can be Insta, it can be any way by which he wants to send the message. Now, when he is sending the message, whatever he has in mind, okay, if it is some business message, children, then always one most important thing that the businessman does is he go for encoding of the message. This I have taught you in the previous class also, children. What is encoding? Okay, what does encoding mean, children? Whenever message has to be sent, okay, when this message or the plain text is converted, whenever we convert this message into code language, okay, then that is known as encoding. It is known as what? It is known as encoding of the message. When a sender has any message or idea and he wants to send the message, he has to use some source of what? Media. कोई एक जरिया या तरीका. It can be phone, it can be WhatsApp, it can be Insta, or it can be Facebook, it can be letter. Okay, anyway, it can be used by him. Now, when he is sending the message, one most important thing, if it is a very confidential information or whatever source it is, okay, he has to convert the message into code. Now, he is not actually converting. This is the machine. Like computer understand only zeros and ones. So, the message will automatically be converted into a code. So, when a plain text that you have in mind, it is converted into code, that is known as encoding. Now, when this message is being transmitting and we are using the different source of media, हम जो use कर रहे हैं, there are possibility of different types of, say, problems related to noise that may arise. Okay, there can be noise on the send of the receiver, the sender also, and on the end of the receiver also. अगर दोनों तरफ कहीं हल्ला है, आवाज है, फोन से मैसेज जा रहा है तो फोन से मैसेज सही नहीं जाएगा. Okay, because noise is the element. If there is too much of, say, noise going on in the place of the receiver, like if there is any function going on, कुछ भी function चल रहा है उनके घर पे और फोन गया तो यहाँ receiver को फोन सही मैसेज नहीं पहुंचेगा. Then next thing, network problem. This is the most common problem that we see today, children, is the network problem, network issue, technical fault है, आवाज सही नहीं आ रही, साउंड प्रॉब्लम है. Okay, so these are the ways by which the message gets distorted. Message जो है वो सही तरह से नहीं पहुंच पाता because of the problem related to noise. Now, when the message reaches actually to the receiver, okay, what does the receiver do, children? The receiver, when he receives the message, he also goes for decoding. What is decoding? It simply means जब receiver के पास message पहुंचता है तो it is being converted into again plain text. When the coded message is being converted into plain text, जब ये मैसेज जो है वो कोडेड लैंग्वेज में था, ट्रांसफर होकर रिसीवर तक गया, तो वो किस में वो उसको कन्वर्ट करके समझेगा इज द प्लेन टेक्स्ट. ऑटोमेटिकली उसके कंप्यूटर जो है उसने ट्रांसमिट तो किया कोड में, मगर जब उसने अपने सिस्टम पे देखा या मेल में चेक किया तो कैसा मैसेज आएगा? इट विल बी अ प्लेन टेक्स्ट मैसेज दैट वी सी. दैट इज नोन एज डिकोडिंग. दिस इज एक्चुअली डन बाय व्हाट? इट इज डन बाय द सिस्टम और द मीडिया दैट वी आर यूजिंग. Now, when the receiver receives the message, after receiving the message, it is really important on part of receiver that he should send back to the sender something. When the message reaches, it is important that the person who has say received the message, he should send a feedback to the sender कि जो message मिला है, whether he has understood the message properly or not. Feedback is important, children, because it is a confirmation of what the sender has sent. Sender ने जो भेजा है, receiver is confirming it whether sender is meaning the same thing as the receiver has understood, या sender का कुछ meaning और है, because there are double meaning words. Then there is say it can be some misunderstanding that can be created. तो ये avoid करने के लिए, ऐसी problems ना आए, the receiver should always send a feedback. It is the response of the message, we can say, which the sender sends. It is a type of a response which the receiver is giving to the sender for the message the sender has sent, so that it is also clear in the mind of the receiver as well as the sender that both have understood clearly each other's views over here. Define the following terms. Here, who is a sender, children? Sender means a person who has some thoughts and ideas and he wants to communicate those thoughts and ideas to a receiver. Okay, you can also say that he is the representative or the biggest source of representing the communication. Okay. Then next one we have is a receiver. Who is a receiver? A receiver is a person, we can say, who is receiving all the communications of the sender. Receiver is on the other end, who receives all the messages sent by the sender. Now, the third one that we have is media. What is media, children? It is, we can say, the way or the path. Okay, it is the way, we can say, or the path through which the encoded message is being transmitted to the receiver. Okay, we are trying to encode the message and transmit it to the receiver. So here, what is media? It is the path through which the encoded message is transmitted to the receiver. And children, for transmitting, we can say that we can transmit message in the written form. It can be phone call, it can be internet. Next is encoding. Now, it is what is encoding, children? Simply, it is the process of converting the message that we have into the communication symbols. Okay, encoding simply means converting the message that we have into communication symbols. Symbols can also be, children, words, it can be pictures, it can be say any small drawings that or a sticker that you can attach to make it say easily understood by the receiver. Next that we have is decoding. Simple, it is the process of converting the encoded message. That's it. Only you need to write. Then noise. Now, what is noise over here, children? It simply means any types of hindrance or obstructions or problems that comes when the message is being communicated. Okay, this may be caused say maybe because of the sender's problem, sender's mobile creating problem, receiver's problem, or maybe जहाँ से जिसके through भेज रहे हैं उसके बीच in between कोई problem होता है. Now, what examples can we give your children? It can be a proper phone, improper phone connection is there. Okay, then there is, say, the receiver is somewhere else, his mind is somewhere else. Okay, he is not attentive. An inattentive receiver may not understand this. Then the words and the language of the sender may not be understood. There can be, say, anything misunderstood on part of the receiver. So these are the ways by which we can say that noise will be biggest problem in the communication process. In communication, children, we have two types. One is formal communication and another one is informal communication. Now, what is formal communication, children? Whenever communication, okay, that flows from official channels designed in the organizational structure, it is known as formal communication. Now, what is this, children? When we are communicating the message that is flowing from the official channels, it simply means what? That it is in the company. Okay, in the company when we have official channels like A is a superior, then B, then C, then D. Okay, when the message is flowing from one to another, second to third, and third to the fourth. Okay, and it is official. Whenever any message that is being passing from A to B and C to D is always on, say, some work basis. Okay, some work, some plan, some changes in the plan. Okay, any idea which is related to business only will be a part of the formal communication. There is no place here for chit chats, fun, laughing, jokes and all. Okay, and it is always been designed in the organizational chart. Why it is said so? Because whether it is functional structure, whether it is divisional structure, whether it is functional foremanship, whether it is the different levels that we have studied. हमने 3 levels पढ़े होंगे, top, middle, bottom. हमने scalar chain पढ़ी हुई है like this way. Okay, then we have also studied what? The structure like a functional structure. Okay, we have also studied a structure like this divisional structure. Everywhere what we see is that there is an organizational chart being already drawn in advance, and then the message or the communication takes place from the top level to the middle and the middle to the bottom. Similarly, in the scalar chain also message flow from 1 to second, second to third, and third to fourth one. Okay, there is always a superior and a subordinate. So superior passes to subordinate, then this person becomes a superior for C. So this superior passes to his subordinate, then this superior passes to his subordinate. Here also, in, say, if we talk about functional structure, if company is only producing one product, it may have 2 departments, so message will flow from one person to these 2 people here. Then if it is a divisional structure which deals in 2 goods, metal toys, plastic toys, तो मेटल टॉयज वाला डिपार्टमेंट अपने को देखेगा एंड प्लास्टिक वाला अपने डिपार्टमेंट को देखेगा, right? So here we have the channels or the structure designed in such a way where we need formal communication. Okay, now in this, children, we have two types of communication in formal. One is a vertical communication, another is a horizontal communication. What do we understand by vertical communication? Whenever we see, children, any message that is flowing from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Okay, I'll draw this also, children. Now, in the vertical communication, children, what is being seen? When the message is being transmitted or sent from A to B and B to C. It means whenever there is what? Downward communication. Okay, flow of message from top to bottom means downward communication. And whenever there is any reverse flow of message from C to B and B to A, that is known as upward communication. Okay, in vertical communication we have either downward communication or either we have a upward communication. Now, what is downward communication, children? Whenever there is any flow of, say, message, okay, any plan, any directions or orders have to be given, okay, any say thing, anything that is in the mind of the top level, that has to be communicated to the middle and to the bottom, then always there will be a downward communication. Any order has to be passed, that will always be downward, because top level people, they have the powers, so they will be giving the orders to the bottom level. Now, next, what is upward communication, children? Whenever the bottom level people, those who are working at the bottom level here, जो भी नीचे level पे काम कर रहे हैं, if they have any types of problems, if they have problems, if they want to give any types of suggestions, okay, if they have, say, any type of grievances, उनकी नाराजगी है, उनके कोई problems है, उनको कोई ideas देना है, अपने बातों को पहुंचाना है, in that case there will be upward flow. Message will pass from C to B and then it will go to A. There cannot be a direct contact or communication between C and A. Okay, because in formal communication this is not allowed. They have to follow formal channels, formal lines of communication for the message to be actually reached to the receiver over here. Now, what is horizontal communication? Whenever communication that takes place between two divisions, it is known as horizontal communication. Now, what is two divisions, children? Like I told you, in a company there is a purchase manager, he has his department, then a production manager, he has his department, people and workers, and then there is a sales manager, he has his people or helpers here. Okay, now in this, who will communicate with each other? If there is increase in demand, children, okay, अगर demand बढ़ती है, that will be known to the sales department first. Okay, sales person को पता चलेगा, they will communicate it to the sales manager. Now, this sales manager will communicate the same because उसको demand बढ़ी है, तो he needs more goods. तो यहाँ पे उसको ज़्यादा goods कौन provide करेगा? Is the production manager. So he will communicate in the same level. So this is what this communication is known as horizontal communication. Means people in the same line, same channel, same level will communicate to each other. Same thing, production department can only provide the goods to the sales department when he tells it to the purchase manager. Because the production department needs what? The raw material. Okay, this raw material will be provided by the purchase manager to him. Okay, so whenever there is any communication taking place between two divisions, two or more divisions, then that is known as horizontal communication. People in the same levels, they can easily communicate. People in the same fields, people in the same, we can say, by level I am using the word because they are all the managers and they can freely communicate with each other. A worker cannot communicate with a say any other departmental head or manager easily. They can only communicate to their own departments. But when this communication is taking place between the purchase manager and the production manager with the sales manager with the accounts or the finance manager, then it is a part of the horizontal communication.